Welcome back to my channel. This is Tanya K. I'm so excited to be here. This is part 2 of week 1 of our Clean Up the Mess series, and we are tackling physical spaces. So I'm so happy to be back and checking in with you all. Let me know how you're doing in the comments. What have you cleaned up so far in your space? Even if it's the smallest thing like a drawer, if you clean that up, that is a goal that you reach for yourself. So just go ahead and put that there. And just take that as a win, because I see it as a win in my eyes. So you should see it as a win in your eyes as well. And so in this intro, I'm just going to speak a little bit about my process so far. So right now, my space is a bit chaotic because cleaning up. So sometimes when we're going through a purge, we're actually bringing out all the things that we don't necessarily need anymore or desire to have anymore. And so there's going to be pockets of places in your space that are going to be filled. Like, for example, this corner right here for me is a corner of some donations, some garbage, things that I still need to look at. But, you know, it's taking up space right now. And I can't wait to kind of just look through those and finally make a decision and decide, throw out the things that I don't need anymore, give away the things that I can, and move on into the next part of our series. So today I'm going to be tackling my kitchen, which right now is a disaster. And I'm just going to be frank with you. You're going to see the disaster that I have. And you probably already saw it in week 1. It's just an accumulation of things. And I have cupboard space, but I'm not using it properly. And so I think that today, by going through all of my cupboards and really seeing what it is that is taking up space and how can I organize it better so that I can have more counter space, because I think that is just so valuable, not just for the physical part of it, but also for our mental health, because sometimes when there's too much clutter, it just gets chaotic. And so I'm excited for that cleanup as well. And then after that, I'm going to clean up my car. I've done cleanups in my car, but you know, it still accumulates a lot. So I'm excited to get that clear as well and just remove the things that I don't need anymore. And then lastly, I'm going to be cleaning up my storage locker. There are a lot of things there, and the reason why I picked the storage locker last is because I have my Christmas decorations. So if you're watching this past December 2024, maybe you're in 2025 or maybe in another year completely, it's reaching Christmas time. I know I'm a little bit late putting my Christmas decorations up, but it's never too late. So I'm excited to bring those Christmas decorations up after I've cleared out all the space so that I can really enjoy the time in the holidays as we approach the Christmas season. And so without further ado, let's get started, and I'll see you in the next clip. All right, here's my kitchen space. Not too big, but perfect for a one-person space. So as you can tell, I have lots of things on my counters in which I'm actually not really proud of, but this is the process. And so, I mean, listen, because I knew that I was going to clean up the mess, I kind of fell off the bandwagon completely, knowing that today would be the day that I would be clearing up these areas. And so you're going to watch me do a cleanup first, and then we're going to get into organization. All right, so as I was cleaning, I decided, why should I be cleaning right now when really I should be organizing? So what I'm going to do is stop cleaning right now, and then I'm going to clean after, because I need to remove things before I re-add them back into the pantries. And so that's what I'm going to do first. So you'll watch me go through the process of organizing, and then, you know, really clearing up the things that I don't need anymore. And then we'll do some cleanup, and then the space is going to look spick and span, and I'm going to be so excited for this. So watch me as I do that. And I hope this inspires you to do the same, because I know kitchens is another place that can be super toxic for us sometimes, because we buy snacks, we buy things, we buy cups and plates, and you know, we accumulate a lot of things that we don't need. And so I hope that this inspires you to go through your pantries, go through all the areas of your kitchen, and really clean up the mess so that you can be clear and prepared for 2025 and what's to come. Okay, so this is the finished product, nice and clean. There's a lot of top area here in which I can put things. So I'm going to discover what I can put there that's I don't need because it's not very accessible. But everything here I use all the time. So I'm really happy with how this turned out, nice and clean and clear. All right, we're going to our second pantry. Let's do it. This one is a little bit iffy. I used to collect a lot of mugs, and I actually got rid of a lot of those unique mugs, and then I got a set. But I have so many in this set that I'm wondering if I can put some up at the top where I don't need so many of them and just keep the ones that I need. And then when I have people over and stuff like that, I can go ahead and just grab those when I need them. So I'm going to take everything out, do a clearing, and then decide what I'm going to do with the organization there. But that top is not being utilized quite well. I mean, I have some medicines and things, but again, not very accessible. So I need to figure out what's up there and then do a cleanup again. But I am really excited for this process. So let us continue. So far, this is what it's looking like. I'm keeping everything that I use on a daily basis up at the bottom here. So I actually have 2 of these espresso cups that I really like. So I'm gonna put the other one here. I have 2 of the tall glasses that are accessible, 2 of the short glasses that are accessible, and then I have another 2 of the short and long glasses at the back, just in case I have some people over. I'm gonna be able to still access them. I have my to-go cups on this side as well. Then I have all of my mugs, other mugs that I would use for tea, extra mugs at the top, extra glasses at the top if I do need them, if there are any other extra people that are coming over. As you can see, I have a lot of space still, maybe not at the bottom one or this one, but I have space at the top. So I can use that as storage as well. So I'm gonna figure out what I need to store, if I need to store anything, but this is what it's looking like, quite minimal and organized. So I'm pretty excited for that. I am missing a place for a couple of things. I mean, first I need to decide if I'm keeping this big mug. I feel like it could be used for storage for something cute, or maybe reuse it for something like making a candle in the future. But that's something that I really need to determine whether or not, am I really gonna do that, or is this something that I'm just thinking to keep because I think it's cute. Amen. And then this here are these really cute measuring cups. I really like them. I like using them. I just need to find the proper place for them. So these two things are kind of don't have a spot yet. So I'm going to put them off to the side for now and then decide later. And I think that's a really good tip for you all too as you're going through this process. First, do the clearing, like remove everything, do the cleanup, and then start putting things away, and things that don't have places, just put them aside, and then you can decide really if this is something that you want to keep or not. And if you do want to keep it, you can find a good place that's accessible, that makes sense for your space when you are living and enjoying your life. Okay, so as you can see, it's a little bit darker here because I've spent some time really cleaning up. It is a lot clearer. I actually did the snacks corner. I've thrown out a bunch of things that I didn't need anymore. And this is looking so much clearer and organized. To the next, which is the fridge. And I mean, yeah, I got some cleaning to do here, but I'm not sure how much, to be honest with you, but we're gonna see how much. So I'm gonna go through each shelf and just throw out the things that perhaps need to be thrown out and maybe reorganize some of the shelving. But other than that, it should be set. So you can watch me as I do that, and then we'll go on to the next thing. I just noticed that my hair is like this, which is quite funny looking, but here is the final piece. It's looking pretty organized here, cleared out a bunch of stuff, and I'm feeling really, really happy about it. I didn't have a lot of stuff to begin with, but I guess like sauces accumulate and those types of things. So I would definitely go through your sauces. None of them were really expired on my end, but I just know that certain things I'm probably not going to use. So I decided to throw those out. So I'm really happy with the results of the fridge. Here is the final for all the things that I threw out from the kitchen. Yay! I'm going to go throw them out right now. Heading to my car for a cleanup now, and I'm pretty excited for it. I hope this one doesn't take too long, but I know that there's things in the back of my car that I do need to organize and clean. Also, my apartment or my condo building just added these nice carpet floors, so let's see how that goes in the winter time. I feel like that will be a nice feature because last year these floors were just constantly dirty, so I think they did this purposefully so they wouldn't be dirty and slippery all of this time. But let's go ahead and clean this car. You can watch me as I do that, and I'm encouraging you to clean your car as well, because it is a place where, I mean, depending on your relationship with your car, some people are very clean with their car, but some people, they do use it as like a second storage locker. And so if that's you, it's time for you to go and clean up the mess in your car, and I'll see you on the other side of it. All right, so what I've done here is I actually have 2 bags, actually 3 bags. I have one that's specifically for garbage. The next one is going to be for items that are misplaced. And the third one is going to be for receipts, because what I've found is that I keep a lot of receipts in my car because I buy something and then I just leave the receipt either in the glove compartment, or I just kind of put it around in different places. So I have so much receipts, and this is basically gas, so this is really good for my taxes and stuff, being a small business owner. So this I'm going to keep and bring it upstairs so that I can account for them. Yeah, so I'm going to go through that, and let's get started. All right, I am pretty proud of myself. I'll be honest with you. I've already done a nice cleanup of my car before, but I was a little bit afraid to come into my car because I was like, oh my God, what if it accumulated some more? But it actually didn't. There were some things, but like everything that I've kept here from the last clear up is quite, I wouldn't say mandatory, but useful and practical. But other than that, my back area here, there was just a little bit of garbage, nothing too crazy. And yeah, there is definitely a bag of like non-essentials in here, which I'm going to go through, and I'm actually going to create like a bag of goodies for my car. So just one bag that's going to have everything that I need: a first aid kit, some change just in case, my chapstick, some hair ties, things that are essentials that you might need for every day, but maybe you forget to put in your purse. So I'm going to create that and just put it into my glove compartment, and then I should be set there in regards to my car. So I'm pretty thrilled about it. Of course, I do need to do a vacuum as well, but I will do that after. Really, this challenge is not only cleaning up as in actually cleaning, but really like removing all the clutter, removing all the garbage that you don't need, and all the things that you're not willing to take into 2025, into the new year, into your new era, whenever you're doing this video, so that you can feel more clear and on purpose and focused. All right, now I'm heading to my storage locker, and it's great that my storage locker is on the same floor as my parking garage. So I'm going there now, and I haven't been there in quite a little bit, so I don't know what's there. So let's see what's in there. And if you don't have a storage locker, you might have a garage. And if you don't have any of them, well, good for you. Maybe you have a basement. So just being honest with yourself about your spaces and tackling that space. All right, here we are. As you can tell, there's lots of things in here. Oh Lord. I think like a lot of the things in here are actually from a previous business that I've had, which is actually going to come through quite nice for some events that I'll be hosting in 2025. So that's why I had the inkling to keep those things, but I'm about to go through these things. Some of these are actually summer clothes as well, but I have to go through each one of these crates and see what is going on. These bins, not crates, bins, and see what's going on in here. I'm at the finish line here. I actually have one of my storage boxes, my bins, that are full of some Christmas stuff, so I'm actually gonna bring that. And then I have one thing that I want to sell, so I'm gonna take a picture of that. And yeah, so I think that's it, but I feel pretty good about it. Definitely more organized for sure. And all of these are pretty much things that are from my old business, things that I think I can salvage, and I'm gonna get a little bit creative about it. And then honestly, some of these boxes are just things that I need to pack up when I do decide to move eventually from this spot to another. And so I've kept some of those boxes to ensure that there are delicate things going in the proper places. But other than that, I'm feeling really, really good about it. I feel like I tackled a lot today and quite impressed with myself. So I hope that you're impressed with yourself too. And I want you to encourage yourself to keep going with your cleaning wherever you are in your cleaning. Even if you tackle the smallest corner of your space in your garage, your storage locker, you're doing amazing. You just have to carve out the time to do it. And then when you do it, you feel so much better, and you actually know what you're taking with you to the new year. So you're not left wondering, oh, what do I have in my space? And I definitely feel like 2025 is the year where we get super clear. And if you want to get super clear, this is your time. So I suggest that you continue to move forward with this cleanup, physical cleanup, and then starting Friday, and for those who are watching later on past the launch, for week 2, we're going into a mental cleanup. And so I'll go into a little bit of that in the conclusion of this video once I'm back upstairs and settled. But I'm feeling really good about my storage locker space. I love that it has like a very tall ceiling so I can stack a lot of things. And that's it for physical spaces. Hallelujah. So that is our conclusion for week 1, part 2, which means that week 1 is complete. So yay, hallelujah. Congratulations to you for going through this process of cleaning up the mess. And also thank you for joining me in this process as well. It's been a really good cathartic experience for me to be able to clean up the mess before 2025. And I'm excited because after week 1 comes week 2. And so week 2 is all about our mental cleanup, which includes a digital detox. So we're going to go into our technologies and really begin to look through our hardware. So our computers, our laptops, our iPhones, our tablets, and just really go ahead and clear up that space so that we have some mental clarity for 2025 or whenever you're watching this video. So tune in to my next video for week 2 mental cleanup, part of the series of Clean Up the Mess, and we'll see you there.